Hello developers, welcome to our channel Detailed Coding. Here I will teach you every single details of programming. In this tutorial we'll see how to create scratch card application just like our Google Pay. As I said earlier, this is the exact application what we're gonna build in this tutorial. If I try to wipe or scratch the portion of our scratch card, we can see the text inside our scratch card, right? If I try to scratch more than 50% of scratch card area, it will wipe everything automatically. Yeah, without any further delay, let's try to do this application. Actually, I already created my HTML and CSS file. Basically, I have one container inside that. I have one content and one canvas area. We are going to use canvas for our scratch content. So as of now, I'm not focusing much on HTML and CSS. I'm directly going into JavaScript portion. Here, let me call our canvas first. And we are going to get the context inside our canvas that get context. Here our context is 2D object, so I'm just mentioning it as a 2D here. Before going to see what output we are going to get, let me run this in open server. To get better visibility, let me arrange it properly first. Yeah, this is the actual output of our canvas and our content. Here I'm just going to draw one rectangle on top of our content to hide that. So in order to do that, we need to call one function inside our context dot fill rectangle. In this, we need to pass 4 different objects. One is our x coordinate, y coordinate, and our width and height. Actually, we can get the width and height direct from our canvas. Something like this. Const width equal to canvas dot width. Same like height equal to canvas dot height. So here width comma height. So after doing that, we can able to see our black color rectangle, right? So here I am going to change the fill color. So in order to do that, we need to mention something like this: fill style equal to some color code. So now you can able to see that clearly, right? So next I am going to add my event listener. So canvas that add event listener. Here I am going to use mouse move listener. So that we can able to wipe the section based upon our mouse move. So inside that I'm going to clear particular portion of my mouse. In order to track our mouse location, we need to get our offset value. So I'm just mentioning it const equal to offset x and const y equal to e dot offset y. So after that, we need to call our arc function inside our canvas, x comma y comma, and then we need to pass radius. Here I'm just mentioning it 10 as a radius. Actually I'm going to create one circle. So in order to do that, we need to mention start angle as 0 and end angle as 360 to create circle inside our canvas. And after that we need the circle should be aligned in clockwise direction, not anti-clockwise direction or counterclockwise direction. So I'm just mentioning it as a false value. So if you try to see on my mouse move, nothing happens, right? So we'll see what we need to do. Actually, we need to call one special property inside our canvas, context dot global composite operation equal to destination out. As of now, don't focus much on this thing. If you want me to explain it very clearly, let me know in the comment section. I will do a separate video for this. So if I try to mouse over, yeah, actually I missed one thing, context dot fill. Now if you see on my mouse over, we can able to wipe the portion of our area, right? So here the problem is our user can't able to go and wipe everything inside our content. So we need to fix some threshold. After they clear some portion of our scratch card, we need to wipe entire scratch card area automatically. So in order to do that, we need to calculate number of non-empty pixels in our scratch card area. Let me write one separate function, like function calculate non-empty pixel. This will going to return our non-empty pixel as a, now I'm just mentioning it as a 0. So first of all, we need to get the data from our canvas area. I mean, we need to get the image, right? So const data equal to context dot get image data. Get image data 0, 0, width, height dot data. That's it. Now we can able to see our data. If I try to open my console, okay, here the problem is I haven't called this particular function. Let me call it somewhere else. Now you can able to see our array of data, right? So if I open something here, we can see some random numbers 81, 81, 81, 255, and you may wonder what this is. Let me tell you in a while. Actually, this is a RGBA value for each pixel. In here, each pixel gonna contain 4 values: red for or G for green, B for blue, and 1 for alpha A. So basically this array contains the list of our RGBA values. That's it. So let me repeat it again. This may looks somewhat complicated. Each pixel will contain 4 values RGBA. Then we need to iterate each and every value. As I told you, we have 4 values for each pixels, right? So then we don't need to iterate every pixels. So for that, what I'm going to do is like let I equal to 3, I less than or equal to I less than or equal to data dot length, and I plus equal to 4. Actually here what I'm doing is I'm picking the first pixels alpha value and then iterating to next pixel. Like first pixel value is 3 and 3 plus 4 is 7, 7 plus 4 is 11. Based upon that, I'm just taking care of this alpha value. I'm not focusing much on the RGBA value. If our alpha value is 255 instance, then our Scratch card have some image in our canvas, or else it won't. That's the main concept here. So based upon that, let me calculate the count. Let count equal to 0 if data of I greater than, if equal to 255, then count plus plus. Finally we are going to return count as a output. So here we don't need this actually. Here, instead of doing that, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold this value in one variable, const init non-empty pixels equal to calculate non-empty pixels, and then I'm just going to log it. If I try to do this, we are getting 10,000 as the output. 10,000 cents. Now we have 10,000 pixels available in our canvas. That means we have 10,000 non-empty pixels. How does this number comes in? We have fixed height and width of for our canvas 200 into 50. What is output of 200 into 50 is 10,000. So actually we are getting that as here. Yeah, now actually we got initial non-empty pixels. Then based upon our wipe, we need to clear everything automatically, right? So in order to do that, we need to call this function again inside our canvas. So here I'm having some variable non-empty pixel equal to calculate non-empty pixels. So this will tells you each and every mouse move what is the available pixels. So if non-empty pixels less than or equal to initial non-empty pixels divided by 2, that is if non-empty pixels is less than or equal to 5,000 in our case, 10,000 is our initial non-empty pixels, right? If that is less than or equal to 5,000 cents, then this function will execute, or else clear the portion of the section, clear this arg section. In order to clear everything, we can simply use one function here, context dot clear rectangle. We can able to use clear rectangle will expect 4 parameters. One is for x coordinate, another one is for y coordinate, and width and height of our canvas. So if you can see, after clearing portion of our content, our entire data got wiped, right? So that's it about today's video. If you learned something new in this video, please don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you.